So, welcome back to Level Up TV with me, Disrepute. That's levelupyourgame.net, of course. YouTube, subscribe to us, /LevelUpTV. Like us on Facebook, /LevelUpTV. Twitter, @LevelUpTV. And remember to follow us in our channels on Twitch, /LevelUpTV, /LevelUpTV2, and /LevelUpTV3. Do that now. Pay the price. D9 versus Ellie, District 9 versus Lemons Effect in the Quake Live Champions League. Team Deathmatch, we're on to the third map, the Decider. Both teams have got a point already, so who's going to get that extra point in this league could be vital in their league position come the end of the season. Neither team is probably realistically going to win the league, but moving forwards, you definitely want the best placing possible. Especially to get sponsors, right? So we go over the teams quickly. Again, D9, Shackle, Crush, Unity, and Dabra. Ellie, Dimitri, Kinko, Spawns, and Chubbs are swapped in for Snake OMG. Grim Dungeons. Probably my favourite map. Maybe Retribution is equal favourite. Maybe Hidden Fortress as well, but no, this map the most tactical and strategic of them all. The classic Quake 3 DM14, now renamed as Grim Dungeons. Double power-up map. Of course, we're missing the plasma gun. No mega health either to focus on for D9. We know they love that mega. They always get the most megas. So it's just going to be the one red and the two yellows, split pretty equally across the map. Railgun probably favouring the red side. Lightning gun definitely favouring the yellow side. Quad on that yellow side and Battlesuit on the red. So let's take it away. I'm going to predict D9. Here we go. Crus getting that spawn inside the red. They look like they got great spawns inside the red. In fact, they got a couple of weapons there at least. Shotgun and rocket. Lightning gun can't come in through. He'll have some armor as well, Dimitri. He does do. Dabra hitting his shots though. Comes out on top. Great secondary rockets on Chubbs as well. I would back out of that red now. Lock down the lightning gun. Don't give away the frags. You've got slender advantage. Play it safe. Dabra does the right thing in my eyes. It's his teammates, the team icons through the wall there. Moving around in the underground. I'm going to guess that's a rail position. Chubbs steaming in with grenade. Random. Totally gives it away. I don't. Why would you do that? That's mental. There we go. First quad of the map. Spawns picking up the Battlesuit. Switch around to quad C where he's taken the lower route. Interesting. Has he been spotted by anybody? Doesn't look like it. There's Battlesuit. He's going to go the wrong doorway. There he goes. Quads come into the room. Rocket jumping across the shaft. Just picking him out of the air. Dabra's actually run out of ammo though. Oh my god, Spawns has only got a railgun now as well. Well, he actually has got the shotgun. Rocket launcher picked up Battlesuit. Come on. Does eventually take out the quad, but made a bit of a meal of trying to get in there and do it. Not quite so happy with that one, is he? There's Unity pushing out to try and control this railgun position. This is actually what experienced players will do. They won't just stick inside that room, even though there's a fight going on. If you can see your teammates are winning, they can outnumber it. Excuse me. Okay, that was lovely. Getting something caught in my throat. Yeah, experienced teams. They'll see a team's mates are going to win that area. 3v1 maybe. You don't need to stand there and control it. You get in a doorway, you block off any more of your opponents moving through that route. And we've gone into a bit of a slower game again. This is actually why I love Bat Hidden Fortress. It gives us a bit of time to look at scoreboards. The best bit of the game, right? Dabra 7 frags, 5 net, 800 damage, highest on the server. Spawns the other side, the other power-up player. +2 net, everyone else on his team a negative net. Then Unity just trying to rocket one in. He has got a lightning gun to his name, doesn't have a rail gun. Can't really do too much damage there. They probably want to play this one safe, lock down the Battlesuit. Keep with Unity because he's going to take an interesting defensive position here. We'll be able to see if Ellie decides to attack. He's going to go for that lower yellow. Good little steal in the end, that'll be. Spawn's taken that lower route. Chris going to make it up towards the red. There's no red up for another 10 seconds. Dimitri, I don't know, just getting stuck on the wall there. A couple of seconds before the red. He's going to grab this one. He does manage to grab it. He's going to have to hit those rails. Very arrogant play, isn't it? Giving it to your high pinger just because you think he's good at rail. But Spawn's got demolished there with the quad. Really didn't do what he was supposed to do. And Chris has done exactly the right thing. Moved out to the lightning on the other room. And this is the main advantage you can get on this map. Moving out once you've won the power-up play. Get in on that yellow. Do a lot of damage and confiscate some items away. Switch around to some of the LE players. See where they are. Well, two of them going down in that area. They're going to have to rush Unity and take him out as quick as they can. Get control of this quad again. Are they going to rush in? That could be a little bit unwise at this stage. Dimitri doesn't really seem to know what he wants. Giving away his weapon, but now Yellow's sitting up. They're delaying. He's going to have to grab it. Oh, maybe not. We might as well grab it. Obviously no one's coming back. Just leaving him out of zone. There is the lightning gun. You're going to get nothing out of this. Nice player to follow. Let's follow Spawns then. The guy they love to stack up. The key man, you might say. Guys, a big rocket there. That stops Spawns' stack ready for the power up. Oh dear, LE. Chubb's aggressing on this rail position. He could get railed if he's not careful. Or just drop down and could steal the health actually in the end. Let's switch around to some of the D9 players. Unity has just been fragged. Dabra is getting ready for the battlesuit really probably at this stage though. That pummel's brought him down a bit. I mean, no one's in a great position. Let's switch around to LE. Look, Kinko. A few seconds before the power spawns, 40% LG. Spawns does just get a rail gun on the bounce, but I don't know if he has any armor. He needs to push forwards into that doorway. What's he doing? Of course, with the battlesuit, doesn't have a stack, but red is up. That is the key. Only got 6 shots with this shotgun. Kind of needs a rocket launcher. Thank you very much, Dabra. Very kind of you, mate. Where's the quad? Let's switch around to the quad. Taking a lower route here. Hasn't got too much help, but the 225 is going to stack him up nice and high. Again, 100 effectively. Up that bounce pad. Didn't know which way to look for a second. Where's the battlesuit? Battlesuit coming back in. Looking for other frags. Again, Chris the guy with a high ping trying to LG. Quad has run out and Chris didn't really do anything effective there. 10 frag margin. LE look like they might be in position on this red side of the map for what? The first time in a while? Obviously we're only 6 odd minutes in. This could be a chance to start bringing back that difference. Lock down the red, get some nice stacks on. Maybe time an attack on a quad. Haven't seen either team particularly do that yet. Bounce pad attack. Dimitri trying to defend it. Took a lot of damage there. Switch round. It was Shackle, in fact. He's retained a lot of his armor there. So he's come out on top in that small skirmish. Oh my god, gets the frag on the drop down. Kinku needed to clear that one out. Unity couldn't really do much else. Kinku just trying to secure that rail position. Looks like he might. Oh my god, are they going to miss out on the battlesuit? Chris grabbing that quad. Kinko does manage to get across and get the suit. Where's the quad? Quad that was in the lower area coming up behind. Is he going to just follow the battlesuit up? Chris again with the quad. Going to get taken out from behind. Got the frags though. That's probably more important than taking out the battlesuit at that point. When you jumped into a really vulnerable position, Kinko needs to move out as quick as he can before this battlesuit runs out. Take advantage of it. Does take out Cross. And now he's in a very dominant position. Could do with some more rocket ammo, but he's got a lightning gun. Oh my god. See, ideally, this position's not exactly great the way he's played it. I would have played it to try and scare them off from even trying to come. But D9 did a good job of attacking and winning back that area as soon as they could, and that's exactly how you're supposed to play it. All move in together as quick as you can. do damage, get the kill, get control of it again. The longer you leave areas that you're supposed to control lost, you could be really in trouble. Ellie cycle around a couple of them, seem a bit all over the place actually. Do you manage to get the frag on Dabra, and Chris is going to follow as well. Chubb's really nice play there. Just baiting that rocket launcher. Oh, just get caught out by Shackle's rocket. It looks like it's Ellie moving out, just losing a bit of control there. They've opened themselves up to attack from D9 on this red. I don't know if this will play out that well though. For either team in control of the red. I mean, only 20 seconds before quad. Is anybody actually going to be stacked for the power-ups? They're going to be too focused on the fights. Dabra hasn't got 90 odd health. Hasn't got any armor here. Going to help secure out. This is the last red being picked up just before the battle, so we're going to get a quad spawning first. It's a few seconds before Chris manages to grab that battle suit. Who else? Of course, the main man. Whoa! Could have been knocked off there. Here's the quad. Taking the lower route again. I mean, when you're just ahead of the battle suit, I'm surprised not risking any time going the high route. Wow, that's a really nice rocket. Spawns as good as committing suicide. In fact, he says it himself, suicide mission. Really stupid. Oh my god, Dimitri does just grab that red right in front of Cross because he wasn't efficient enough with the rocket play. You definitely want to, if you're going to knock someone with a rocket, you want to ping them right off that red armor, or just get direct, take them out. Kind of did neither. There's Spawn's rocket launcher in hand. Oh, what the hell? Okay. As we reach the halfway stage of the map. And D9 have got a nice little lead going. 20 odd frags. Spawn's getting that lightning gun kill, hitting 40%, does get that lower yellow as well. I think they should just play a lot tighter game on a lightning gun yellow and just get the kills and difference in the power-up play. I think it's a little bit too free-form at the moment from Ellie. I think that's where it's costing them. Missing out. I mean, they missed out on the upper yellow there from Unity. I don't know what actually. If Spawns is doing the yellows, where's the rest of his team? What's going on? Do miss out on quad though. I mean, that's a bit of a steal from D9, but they've got both. So it's worked out exceptionally well for them. Nice attack by Dimitri. Amazing attack. Oh, it's so unlucky. The 50's not up though. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, of course. Not going to take the full damage. Doesn't. Just I had to go for the other 25 Switch friend. Quad's been eliminated, so it's just the battle suit over on that. Chubbs has decided to pause the match. Just have a look at the scoreboard while we wait then. Spawns plus 12 net. Interesting. Dabra, I mean, D9 are winning, and yet their highest net is lower. In fact, look at the damage. 3.4k for Chubbs, 3.3k for Spawns. That's the two highest on the server there. Dimitri really not doing too much though himself, 1.6k. Of course, this map's kind of different to a lot of maps. It's not generally about constant damage output. It depends on the positions you're in. If you're on the shotgun doorway and you're defending that and they never attack there and you don't get a rail, you can't deal too much damage out yourself, then you're not going to be doing too much damage, but you're doing a job. So it's probably not best to look at these kind of things, but we can look at the item stats. 13 reds to 10 in favour of D9, 24 yellows to 19 in favour of D9. They're out iteming.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1, fight.
So at present my prediction is going correct. 15 frag advantage for D9. I said D9 would take it. Unbelievable, my skills, aren't they? They've pricked every map so far, but can Ellie upset me and turn it around? Of course, does get caught out a bit there. Chubb's doing a little bit too much damage to himself. Teammate's grenade, he didn't seem to react to it. Goes down, Dabra does an amazing job to evade those grenades as well. And comes out pretty healthed up. You want to, at this point, 40 odd seconds before the power, retain this stack you've got. In fact, actually, if they're ready, they want to start attacking quad. That's what I would be calling now. Let's attack quad. Leave one guy at battlesuit, attack quad. They've got one guy in the lower area now. Chubb's just committing suicide. Dabra could get in here. That was a trap. Spawns us catch them out, but there's only one player here. If you want to attack an area like this that could potentially be locked down, like generally most teams, I don't know, they're not that aware, and they're only going to start defending it 20 seconds before, or something like that, even 10. So you attack an area 40 odd seconds before, you should be able to take it out, clear it, win it, and then leave maybe one guy just to control it, just move back to the other side here as the quad picked up. As we see D9 trying to get in there, but they just can't. And Spawns have decided to go, in fact, look at this! Well, quad's been eliminated. Unity catching him out. Spawns quite shocked. I guess Unity taking that corner. But this is their in to get back into the game. It's only a 12 frag difference. This is nothing on this map, especially with double power-ups. We do have 3 sets of power-ups remaining after this one's expired. Chubb's 3 frags on the board with this run, taking control of the red. And just controls his position at the railgun. He probably wants a rail before he's really going to try and venture out. That is great dodging, really, really good dodge. That is such excellent play there by Chubbs. Whoa! Oh my god! That's brilliant!
Excellent.
What are they doing, messing around there? Why did that player drop off when rail was going to be up any second? I guess I'm not quite aware, but really nice play from Chubbs there. The frags he got. Nice flick round and that last kill. Getting a nice rail shot there. And we're moving into set up for power up time. Cycle around a little bit. Spawns look like he's going to get the next red. Dimitri already has 70 odd armor. Shackle moving into this rail position. It won't be up for a little while longer. Of course, nothing on the board. Unity 50 odd armor. Lightning gun to his name. Dabra looking for a little bit of armor himself, but he's not going to get any. Oh, Shackle. Probably should have gone for the pommel attack there on Chubbs. Actually would have been more useful to leave Chubbs alive there, because he really didn't have anything and he didn't have time to stack up or do anything. Looks like Dimitri's going to be ready for this battle, so let's cycle around a little bit. D9 going to get in on this quad. Lightning gun to the name as well. Dimitri's looking very tanked. Let's switch around to the quad. He's going to come through high. They could meet each other. That rail shot's quite a nice shot there. Battlesuit coming back, should come out on top in this fight. Oh, he's run out of ammo! But he does get the frag eventually. Look at that red armor, he kind of needs to survive. Only 5 health left, and he is eliminated by Dabra's rockets. Must be getting a little bit tense for D9 as well. I mean, they saw, what, a 25 frag lead, was it? It's now 10 frags. Doesn't feel that comfortable for them. Although they do have position on this red now. Just farm up those weapons. Get away. Probably should have been a bit quicker there. Dimitri does get the frag on him eventually. Or the yeah, it did.
Impressive.
50 seconds before the power-ups. Play it safe, I would, guys. Look at this. Crust, what's he doing with rail there? He had a rocket launcher. He's done himself out on that one. He could have just hit the ambush, just stayed around the corner and caught him out, but hit the rocket, you know. I think he wasn't even looking, but Spawns, he's definitely getting stacked up for the power-up. Chubb's going to catch out a rail. Oh, that is an amazing rocket. Look at that by Chubbs. Perfect rocket. Oh, that is such a good play by Chubbs. What we've seen in these last minutes, it's just amazing play from him. Oh, look at that. That is so good by Chubbs, and that is giving them a massive opportunity on these power-ups. Chubbs, look, he might even steal it! He does steal it! The quad's delayed the pickup quite a lot. What is going on at the quad? Well, Spawns does take it. He was delaying on purpose, ready for these last minutes, but amazing play by Chubbs, and I'm glad we caught that one. That could be potentially match-winning play there. I mean, there's only one more set of power-ups left after this, so it looks like they're going to tie up the game with this one. Spawns deciding to leave that rocket launcher. I hope he doesn't get caught out from behind from it. He's hunting. Try and take control of the lightning gun yellow if your team has got the red. Misses out on the yellow, though. Unity grabbing that one. Teams are actually tied at the end of that quad run. Behind you. Yeah, mop up the health. Don't know why he would shoot a prediction rocket in the doorway there, but actually gives D9 the opportunity to get the frag on him. Of course, he'd missed out on the yellow. I think he did grab the lightning gun though. It's a great play. It's really Chubbs that's put him in a good position here now. Remember, look, about 8 seconds difference quad. That means the whole map's focus has got to be on that battlesuit. You have one guy, leave him at quad, the other 3 for D9, surely going to go to battlesuit. Because it's not quite a big enough difference to just everybody go. Unless you're just going to try and luck it on spawns. This is really tense. Battlesuit, they should be getting in position now. Let's switch around to D9. They are exactly right, and that's all they need to do. Just spam that point, do the damage to the players dropping down. Got the LG on him. Does take out, presumably, the battlesuit carrier. Oh! Great dodge! And he survived the jump across. It could be enough damage dealt with him. Oh, Dabra for D9 doesn't really have a great amount of armor or anything to work. Doesn't even have a weapon. But of course, Battlesuit will have run by the time he needs to come through. Battlesuit really hasn't got anything himself. LE, of course, are the guys that need this. In fact, they could have delayed that quad a lot longer. Tried to secure it out. In fact, there, look, they're playing safe. Quad taking out Spawns. He just went in on his own. You can't afford to do that. Even if it wasn't a quad. Oh my god, Dimitri coming at the bounce. No one's watching the bounce. And Unity getting the pummel frag in. 15 seconds to go. It's a 6 frag margin. Unity's just sit back on rail here. Yep, that is a great setup. Look at that. They're going to ambush anybody coming through. Although, I guess we're not going to particularly see that. There we go. 5 frag margin victory for D9 at the end. Thank you, because I got it right.